Hi you guys, and welcome to my channel. My name is Patience. To my existing subscribers, welcome back. If this is your first time here, be sure to click that subscribe button and that notification bell so you can continue to indulge in the Haute Bella experience. In today's video, you guys, I am going to be trying out a new complexion product. I'm going to be trying out a new concealer from Dominique Cosmetics. It is the Wide Awake Full Coverage Concealer from Dominique Cosmetics. I am trying out the shade Caramel. I did my shade match online, and I think for the most part I have done an okay job. I found out about this concealer because I was watching another content creator here on YouTube. Her name is Nalini. I think I'm pronouncing that right. So I love watching her complexion videos because I find them to be quite informational, and even though we're not in the same shade range, it still gives me an idea of the formula of concealer. So I saw her use this concealer and I thought, you know what, I want to try this. So if you'd like to see all the details and how I created this gorgeous complexion using the Wide Awake Full Coverage Concealer from Dominique Cosmetics, then keep watching. Alright you guys, my eyes are done, and I'm going to give you guys the lineup of complexion products that I'm going to be using today with this Dominique Wide Awake Concealer. So I am going to be doing some color correcting. I'm going to use my Touch of Pearl under my eye. I use the shade Candlelight, and I'm also going to be doing some color correcting around my mouth area. I'm going to use my Kevyn Aucoin Sensual Skin Enhancer, and to contour today I am going to be use one of the Fenty Beauty matchsticks. This is in the shade Truffle. This is really a nice shade for contouring because it is a little bit on the gray side. So I'm going to be using this for contouring. I am going to be using my Fashion Fair Cream to Powder Foundation. This is in the shade Topaz Trophy. I am also going to use my Charlotte Tilbury blush. This is what this looks like, and this is in the shade Cheek to Chic. This is the outer packaging. And this is what this blush looks like. Very pretty. I'm also going to be revisiting this Charlotte Tilbury Beautiful Skin Sun-Kissed Glow Bronzer today. I'm going to use this as well. So I'm just going through letting you guys know right up front what I'm going to use. So this is in the shade 3, I believe. Yes, this is in shade 3. This is what this bronzer looks like. And for my highlighter, I am going to be using two highlighters. Both of these are from Anastasia Beverly Hills. They are the same shade of highlighter but just different formulas. This is the Liquid Glow. This is the liquid highlighter. I like using this. And then I want to try using a little bit of this loose highlighter. Both of these are in the shade Peach Fizz. So just playing around with this loose highlighter today. So let's get started with our complexion. With my Touch of Pearl, I do have to use my fingers. I don't really like using my fingers when I am using my complexion products, but this is one of those products where it needs the warmth of the finger. So, but you can right off the bat, immediately tell how it is definitely lightening up my under eye area. I forgot to mention that for prepping my face today, I used my Elemis Rehydrating Ginseng Toner as I normally do. I then followed up with my Black Tea Kombucha Facial Essence from Fresh. I used my Toucher Water Cream as a moisturizer, and I used my Le Base Primer from Lancome to prime my face today. I have this strange green vein that goes down the side of my face right here, so I'm gonna do a little color correcting here as well. This is what the packaging of the Dominique Wide Awake Full Coverage Concealer looks like. I'm in the shade Caramel. Has a very interesting doe foot. It has a doe foot that kind of would remind you of the doe foot that is on the Huda Beauty concealer. It provides a cooling sensation. So this is full coverage. So we're gonna see if my color match was on or if I totally messed this up. This applicator is very different. This applicator is kind of throwing me a little bit right now. But I'm going to go ahead and put the concealer on both sides. I'm not sure how quickly this is going to dry down, but hopefully it doesn't cause me any problems. The color match, or the color that I've selected, because I did choose this color online, it's not too bad. This is indeed full coverage. It took just the application that I had originally placed here on my under eye area to give me this coverage, so not bad at all. I'm not even having to go in and retouch some of my problem areas. Like right in here is normally where I'm a little bit darker than I am anywhere else in this under eye area, so I would have to go back and add just a little bit more concealer, let it sit there for a while, and then blend it out. But I'm not having to do that with this concealer. It is covering all my sins today, girl. All right, I'm going to continue on and place concealer in all the other areas that I would normally add concealer, which is a little bit down the bridge of my nose, a little bit here in the forehead area, right in between my brows, a little bit here on my cupid's bow, and just a little bit here on my chin. It's interesting, I have a mole right there. I just covered that up. I wonder how that full coverage is going to take care of that mole. I don't think that's going to be a problem, but we're going to see. You can still see it just a little bit, but that's just off of the application that I have right there. So the coverage on this concealer is really good. When they say full coverage, it is indeed full coverage. And I think I'm going to add just a little bit more, just a little bit, right in the area around my mouth on the sides here. Just a wee bit, just a little bit. I'm blending out my contour. I'm adding my liquid highlighter. I love how a liquid highlighter looks on my skin. It's so soft, so subtle. I really like that. Moving on to foundation. Foundation is done. I'm going to go ahead and set my under eye area, and I am going to use this Laura Mercier translucent setting powder. It's been a while since I've used this, so I'm going to use this today. I'm going to use my foam wedge as I usually do. Eyes are set. We're moving on to blush. This is such a soft, pretty shade of blush. I have not set my entire face because the Fashion Fair foundation is a cream to powder foundation. I think today I'm not going to set it at all. I'm just going to let it dry down and do its thing, but I am going to move on to bronzer. I really do like this Charlotte Tilbury cream bronzer. It's really nice. So it's what I've been using the most of here lately. But for my skin complexion, it really does warm me up quite nicely. Very nice. So before I go any further, I think I'm going to proceed with adding my setting sprays. So I am going to use the Caudalie Beauty Elixir. You guys have heard me talk quite a bit about this in my most recent videos. I really like what this does to the finished state of my makeup, or as I'm finishing it up. So I'm going to go ahead and add this and fan it down. And then I'm going to follow up with my MAC Fix Plus as I normally do. So I pulled out the loose powder version of my highlighter from Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is also in Peach Fizz, as I mentioned before. The liquid version of this highlighter, which is called Liquid Glow, you can see that it's still coming through underneath the foundation. You can still see it there, but I'm going to go ahead and try topping that off with the actual powder version just to take it up a notch, just a little bitty bit. Gently sweep this right across in here. It is time for lips, and I am going to line my lips with the MAC lip pencil in the shade Chestnut, and then I'm going to be using a Velvet Matte lipstick from MAC. It's in the shade Velvet Teddy. This is really pretty, and I think it will pair well with this eye look. I'm hoping that it will. I hope it doesn't appear too red, but we're going to try it. I think I'm going to leave it matte, and we're going to call this look done. Alright you guys, let's talk about this concealer from Dominique Cosmetics. Again, this is the Dominique Wide Awake Full Coverage Concealer. I am in the shade Caramel, and I think this is definitely a full coverage concealer. I do like how it did cover the dark areas that are in here in my under eye area. I did do some color correcting, and I think for the most part I did an okay job at doing a color match online by choosing Caramel as my shade. The applicator on this concealer is confusing to me. It has that metal type of tip to it, but the shape of it is just odd. It's different. I don't want to say that it makes it difficult to use, but it's definitely interesting. It's not going to be your normal concealer application experience, that's for sure. But again, the color is good, the coverage is good. So I am glad to add this to my collection, but I'm super glad that I gave this concealer from Dominique Cosmetics a try, and I think that you guys would like this. So I hope that you liked this video, and if you did, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.